Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a short video apparently because I still haven't cleared my phone out and it's telling me that I need to probably do so. So, should probably listen to it. But today I'm showing you the mallard. Now this isn't me fixing the mallard because it does need a little bit of fixing. This is me explaining what it needs to be done to it. First off, I think we can all tell it needs a tender. Non-powered because it's DCC front, so it needs a non-powered tender to go behind it here. Now if we open it up, which I don't feel like doing to be completely honest, because it's such a pain to get back together, but if we look just inside there, you might be able to see something that looks similar to a chip. There you go, just there. So there's effectively a chip in there that goes to that thing. The chip's burnt out. Turn it back over. So the chip inside of it is burnt out, basically not working anymore. So yes, I need to buy a new DCC chip. That's probably a good idea to do. I mean, multiple of my engines do need new DCC chips, so it's an investment in the future that I will make. But what it needs now is probably an analog decoder to get it running, at least for now. And then a tender would also be quite nice. However, moving away slightly from this for a second, we've got my Midland Pullman that needs some work done to it. I'm not going to be spending any money on it quite yet. Again, for like the third or fourth time at this point. My Flying Scotsman needs some work on it. That's hopefully going to be done this week. Hopefully Sunday. If not next Sunday or Sunday after. It's unclear as to the timeline on that thing. Because it quite simply doesn't have one. But it'll be done as soon as possible. And then there's a project being done on my vlog channel, which is hopefully starting next week. I just need to put in an order to get some parts. But it's being currently held up by the Flying Scotsman because I need to figure out a fix for my Flying Scotsman because it will also help the chassis block project on my vlog channel as well. So a couple of projects linked to each other in ways, I guess. And then there's also the project of my Silver Fox, my own one. It needs a tender and front pony truck. I want to buy them, but I'm just sort of trying to figure out projects and stuff at the minute, and which project gets more money put towards it, and which ones have to be put on the waiting list, in that sort of sense. But eventually I'll figure that one out, and we'll get moving on something. There is also, and I don't want to say this and then everyone expect it, and it not happen. This is simply just me thinking of ideas of things I'd like to have. I mean, I'd like a Princess Royal class, I think it is, like the Coronation or the City of Bristol. They would be quite nice engines. Just one of them. I wouldn't be buying multiple of those Steamline engines. It would just be one, probably a red one, to be fair, because that would be quite nice to have. Then there's also an engine. I don't know the exact name of it. It's definitely 100 and something Squadron, which is on the Swanage Railway. I know there's one there. So I'd like something like that because I think it'd be quite nice to have. And then obviously a P2, because you guys probably don't know, but I really like the look and the idea of the P2. And so I'd really quite like one in my collection. I have got my eyes on one. It's P2 2001. Its name is easy to be taken out of context. Which isn't great, but it's not horribly priced, but it's just in terms of projects, and I've got a thing going on behind the scenes for my gaming channel that's going to be taking up a bit of money very soon. It's just about balancing the money I have and using it for the best purpose and the things that need it the most. So that's a sort of thing for that. And that's a little update as to what the mallard needs. Flying Scotsman and the chassis block need similar fix. where the backplane truck, I can actually show it here. So these two metal things here, you can see at the back there, they are touching there and short-circuiting. So they obviously need fixing on the two A3/1/2s. Obviously this is an A4, but you know, they need fixing. This needs tender and chip. My middle and Pullman probably needs being taken apart carefully, and individually having their parts serviced, and then put it back together and hope it works. My green DMU, just explaining all projects that are coming up on the channel soon, except my chassis block project, that's going to be on my vlog channel, so go check it out over there. But my green DMU needs some work. It runs, but it really does want to start a fire. So that needs a bit of work to it to get it working. But I'm sure we can get it working to some level, so that should be good. What else is there? My middle Pullman, my green DMU, this Scott, and that, and then there's the engines I want to buy. Yeah, there's nothing much else that I'm doing at the minute except for like Walthamstow pump house engines, which obviously I won't be posting on this channel or on any of my channels for that matter, because it's theirs and we're generally doing all that off camera. And when I say I'm going to work on things on Sundays, that generally means I'm going to work on things over there, which generally means it probably won't be on film, because I only really film when I'm at my room and, you know, working on things in that sort of capacity, rather than working over there where, you know, yes, I have more tools and we have more equipment and stuff, so it would make for better videos, but I just haven't got on the entire thing of actually filming over there, which, by the way, is a small lie, because I have actually filmed over there previously, but not of the repair. It was of I think it was my Flying Scotsman running around with my new tender. Which I can't remember which channel I posted it on, whether it was here or my vlog channel, but it's one of the two, so go check it out. At least I started it when it was at the pump house. It was quite nice. But yeah, so that's pretty much that for this week's video. There are some things I'm contemplating behind the scenes of, you know, what gets the money first to get it working, and what can wait for a period of time that is unknown at this minute in time. But yeah, it's just sort of finding the projects most needing of money and figuring out whether they need it now or later, and whether they, like this thing, once it gets an analog chip, can technically run. It shouldn't, but it can, because you can put a coupling into that hole there, and because that can be like that, the tender's not as much as a priority. Obviously you need to get an analog chip first, but things like my chassis block, I put that up in priority because it's a nice thing to get done on my vlog channel, and it's been sitting for over a year at this point, so it'd be nice to get finished. A Silver Fox, is it a priority? Not sure it is, but you know, it's sort of those things of balancing projects out one from another, and figuring out which ones I want to do first and which ones can wait. But we'll eventually get there, and we'll figure that out eventually, so that'll be fun. But yeah, multiple things coming up in the future. Some things I may have mentioned previously in videos, which were put on the back burner, may now come forward again to happen. So yeah, some things are happening behind the scenes of trying to balance what I'm doing in terms of engines and other things related to them. What I will say is, hopefully in the next month or two, things should start progressing at a faster rate and more things should start getting done, so should be better in the future. For now it's more counting up what I actually want to do and figuring out, you know, prices of things and, you know, where to spend money on effectively. But with that being said, hope you enjoyed a little project update of mainly the mallard, and then spiral into all the other projects I've got going on with engines. And yeah, hope to see you all next video, where hopefully we can have the mallard running around a test loop, hopefully. So I shall see you all next week on Tuesday, and hopefully we shall have that mallard running. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications when you do subscribe, and I shall see you all next week for another video. Bye for now. Bye.